Hello, First Family. Thanks for giving me a few minutes of your time today. Like you, I am looking forward to gathering again. No date yet, but I know my longing grows deeper by the day, and I bet yours does as well. This anticipation has been increased by our governor's announcement on April 27th regarding her decision to remove the strict guidelines for religious gatherings in light of constitutional liberties. Now, no doubt we are thankful for her sensitivity to this issue, and so we also want to remain sensitive to others as well, using wisdom in our approach to reconvening. Now, you can be sure that I and our elders have been thinking and talking about what it looks like to begin corporate worship again as a spiritual family, all together in a physical place. Will it look different when we reconvene? Should it? What will need to be strategically changed when we regather? How can we remain careful and faithful even as we open up the doors again to you and our community? First of all, let me ask you to complete the survey that gives us your thoughts on what's important to you in returning. And second, let me share with you 3 words that our elders are committed to as we reopen. We will regather incrementally, responsibly, and faithfully. By incrementally, we mean you will see ministries such as our children's ministries added to our corporate services in stages. By responsibly, we mean you will see a reformatted worship center to account for more distance between people and/or household units. You'll see increased and ongoing cleaning and sanitizing during and between services, as well as encouragement to our vulnerable people to take their time in returning. And by faithfully, we mean we will joyfully hold fast to God's call to assemble together, to not forsaking this, as stated in Hebrews 10:24 and 25, and to observing the ordinances, even if it takes a different form. We have held 2 words in our hands during this entire shutdown: be careful and be faithful. And we intend to continue doing that even as we reconvene. Now, additionally, our reopening approach means we see a beautiful intersection before us, an opportunity to be culturally sensitive and missionally strategic, an open door to be careful in our response and yet faithful to our mission. How? When we reconvene, we will be adjusting our schedule and going to multiple services. We are confident this is a ripe time to make this move for 2 primary reasons. 2 things we believe will be present and afford us a strategic moment to position ourselves for greater ministry and impact. First of all, there will be a continued cautiousness both in the church and the culture. And multiple services allows us to actually minimize the crowd initially and create more space in all of our areas. Admittedly, we'll have to accommodate the coming and going so that initially we avoid massive overlaps. But we think we can do that for a bit, and we'll be sharing how we intend to go about that very soon. Second of all, there will be increased hunger in people everywhere. History shows us that after epidemics, pandemics, or crises, churches are generally fuller. In this one, it will probably take some time. It'll be gradual, unlike 9/11 when it was pretty immediate. But there is and will be an increased hunger among people, a deeper thirst for spiritual matters. As that intensifies and people get comfortable showing up, multiple services allows us to be positioned already for that coming influx, Lord willing. Making the adjustment now is wiser than making it later. Essentially, this move to multiple services when we reconvene positions us to be sensitive in the moment, yet ready for the future. Now, I remind you, we don't know when that will be exactly, so stay tuned for the date we will open up again for corporate worship. But when we do, we will gather back in multiple services, an adjustment we think is culturally sensitive and missionally strategic. As far as details concerning regathering in multiple services, we'll roll those out in time. From service times to additional and different ways to volunteer, to even adjusted practices in our services. Your patience and flexibility is really appreciated, as well as your willingness to embrace this opportunity to display our commitment to what truly matters most, the mission of God. In the meantime, First Family will continue as we have been since March 22nd in an online fashion. Let me close with this one pastoral reminder. God always works in amazing ways in disruption. Throughout Scripture, God has proven to open doors just when others thought things were closing. We have just such a moment before us, and regathering incrementally, responsibly, and faithfully is just one of the ways we want to lean into the aftermath of this pandemic with the hope of the gospel and the beauty of community. I'm truly looking forward to getting together again, and when we do, I'll see you in multiple services right here at First Family Church, where we celebrate the gospel, grow in community, and serve the mission.